What's up guys, and welcome back to Move Plus. I hope you had an awesome day. Having a look at that warm up now guys, we're gonna kick things off with 1 minute of cardio of your choice. We're gonna go with a box jump over. So we've picked a nice low box and we'll just be going side to side, but you guys can get creative, do your own thing there. Once we clear that part, the next 2 minutes, what we're gonna do is we go 30 seconds of jumping jacks, and then we move into 30 seconds of alternating Samsons. So it's a lunge with an overhead reach. From there, the next 2 minutes will be 30 seconds of burpees, and then moving into 30 seconds of reverse lunges. So that'll be 5 minutes in total. Em, you good to go?
Yep.
All right, so starting off with that 1 minute of cardio of your choice. We're doing our box jump overs, but you can be a little creative, pick your own thing here if you want to. And go for it. So it's really important guys that when you're picking your movement for that cardio, it should be nice and continuous. So nothing too heavy where it's gonna stop you in your tracks. Nothing too technical where there's the ability to kind of break down on form. It should just be nice and simple. Very much about getting the heart and lungs cranked up. We wanna get that blood flow going through the body. So make sure it's something simple, something accessible, especially if you've come into this after having maybe sat in the car for a while driving during work or whatever it is, or at the computer. You want to allow that body just to move into it smoothly. So nice simple movement, the box over guys. Notice Em sort of jumping for the middle of the box so that she has the ability just to pivot, turn herself so she's already facing in for that next jump once she hits the ground. We've got 10 more seconds on this one. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. So we're moving into this second section guys. So this is a 2 minute block. We'll see 30 seconds of jumping jacks and 30 seconds of alternating Samson stretch. Obviously we do 2 cycles of that to make up that 2 minute block. We're gonna be on the balls of the feet for these jumping jacks guys. So it's a nice springy reactive bounce and nice big shoulder swings there, getting up to overhead at the top. 5 more seconds. And moving to the Samson stretch. So we've gone from more of like a cardio-based movement to now a little bit more sort of mobility-based. So probably slowing this one down is a good idea. Make a nice long lunge, so probably a little longer than your normal setup. So if we sort of have a slightly more sort of lengthy reach with that leg, and then really trying to stretch up and over. So you'll get that stretch down the side of the lat, down into the oblique, and that'll travel right down into the hip flexor as well. 3, 2, 1, so back on jumping jacks again. So as I said, we do a second cycle of this to make up that 2 minute block. Once we've finished this second cycle, we move into the last 2 minute section, which will be burpees and reverse lunges in the same format. Okay, 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go into Samson stretch. So if you're doing this outside, guys, maybe you're on some hard concrete, good idea to chuck like a yoga mat down just for the safety of your knee. Obviously, Em's got knee sleeves on here, that works well as well, but if you don't have those, a little bit of cushioning just so you're not scraping your knees on the hard ground. So we do want you to go all the way down, get that nice full range of motion. Okay, so about to roll into that last section. 3, 2, 1, and going into burpees for 30 seconds now. So full chest to ground position at the bottom there. You want to lay all the way down, and then at the top we're getting a small jump with a hand contact above or behind the head, making sure that the hips are nice and open as well. So it's a fully extended hip position. Okay, 10 more seconds. So our secondary movement is going to be reverse lunges, which we'll go to in about 5 seconds. All right, and go for it. So we're stepping back into this one. So similar kind of leg position to the Samson stretch, although we're gonna probably shorten this in a little bit. We went quite long with that one because we're looking for more of a mobility piece. This we're gonna go with a nice structurally sound sort of squared up position. So should see sort of 90-degree bends at all the joints. And we want to think about kind of driving that lead leg heel through the ground. 3, 2, 1, and back on the burpees. So it's a nice smooth roll down. We don't have to do like a full strict push-up. So don't stress if you don't have push-ups on the toes, guys. You don't need to do that. You can just lower the legs into it first and roll down and then roll back up again. Three, 2, 1, and into those lunges one last time. So stepping back into those. As you're doing these, guys, good idea to kind of cast the eyes down every now and then. Check that your knee and your toes are kind of pointing in the same direction, so we're tracking really well. Sometimes people have the tendency to have the foot splayed out a little bit and that knee collapses inwards, so we want to try and correct that if we need to. Three, 2, 1, and done. All right, so guys, that is the warm-up done.